if you are not getting rid of that, if you are in ghaflat, then you are in big trouble. You are in big trouble in dunya. Shaitan doesn't have to spend so much energy on you because that's enough ghaflat there. With that ghaflat, you'll be able to do everything. Just like a man, why is forbidden in Islam? Why it is haram in Islam to drink liquor, wine is haram, but it's not haram to drink orange juice or vinegar or grape juice. Why it is haram? Say.
Because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that do not do this, do not do that.
Yeah, but the people, they don't care what Prophet says. They don't care what Allah says too. If they care for that, this will be completely different. They're not caring. They're only caring what their ego says. So I'm asking, why it is forbidden, you think, that Allah has forbid? You're not going to drink because it is haram. But you have to know why it is haram. Why it is haram to drink liquor? Anybody knows?
The harm outweighs the benefit.
Is what?
The harm that causes to you outweighs the benefit of it.
It makes you to lose your own self and do things without the understanding with your own willpower. You lose your willpower. You will be drunk, and you will be not knowing, you will be not doing things with intelligence. You lost your intelligence. When you get drunk, you have just lost your intelligence. Go and check. Even if he's a president, doesn't matter. Very good gentleman, mashallah, appearing, very nice, talking very nicely. Very good lady, mashallah, lady, kind. Lady, it's a big word now. We gotta maybe not enter to that part. Lady, appearing everywhere, nice, talking, nice, moving, da. Get 2 glasses of drink and look what happens. Why? Because you lose your mind. Shaitan overtakes you. So you get drunk. You get drunk. The heedlessness is worse drunk station than for a man who's drinking. Because from drunkenness, if you drink this liquor, that's how they drink. They drink. This is how they drink. I'm watching them. Cheer. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes later, you see it's a different person right in front of you. If he's not talking, start talking non-stop. If he's a quiet person, you see he does unusual things. If he's a modest person, now you see he's taking out the clothes. Whatever is in the ego that time, the desires of the ego, appears and surface completely up now. And running to do 100% what the ego wants to do. So there is no control because there is no willpower now. You are under the authority, complete 100% in the hand of your ego and direction through the direction of shaitan. Doesn't matter who you are at that time. You can be a porter or you can be a king or queen. You lost yourself. You do things that sometimes you regret all your life that time what you did. Yes. But even if it's that drunkenness, in Islam, next day you wake up, the drunkenness leaves the body, so the body comes back to the normal activity again. Your intelligence comes, your willpower, everything is there now, and you say, what I did yesterday, how I act last night. In the old days, people, they were feeling shame. They don't go around the people what they did that night. Now they don't care, because they all like that now. All drunk. And the shaitan continuously giving, saying, drink more now. It has to be only night time, drink daytime too. Not only daytime, morning time too. Not morning time, midnight too. Morning, zuhur time, that time, this time. Keeping those ones active. Keep the children for yourself for 5-10 minutes now. Keep your children next to you for 5-10 minutes. It is so bad going on, I say 100 times. You're not waking up. You're not listening. You're not letting others to listen. What you are here for? To have socialism, social gathering? It's not social gathering here. There is sohbet going on. One speak, the rest listens. So, shaitan is not letting, but no matter what happens, they wake up next day, because now no workplace accepting a man going to a job drunk. Even if he works in the bar, he cannot go drunk. What kind of nonsense is this now? I'm working in the bar and I cannot go there drunk? You cannot. So a person comes to his senses and understanding the reality what he has just done yesterday, and understanding that he has did a crime. It's a big crime. What is crime? What Allah forbids you, you run to do. That is a crime. You just lost your honor. Because honor, when you lose your honor, when you break your promise to your Lord, you have just lost your honor again one more time through that forbidden action. So many saying, Sheikh, I'm a very honorable person. How many times a day you break the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Check yourself and you see how much honor you have that time. Of course, we gotta speak like this. We gotta speak a little bit more harder. Coming ahead days, because it's still in ghaflat, mu'mins and believers. What we are saying, if you are drinking, which is haram to you, and next day you wake up and you say to yourself, what I have done, I did wrong. My Lord has forbid me not to drink, and I'm drinking, and I'm doing this wrong action, or I'm smoking, or I'm getting drugs. Don't forget, anything that it gets you drunk in Islam is not some foolish ones. They say it is only wine, because mention a wine. It didn't mention Johnny Walker, mashallah, or vodka, or rum, or rum, or gin, or bean. Shaitan has another game from that side now. So the Prophet ﷺ making sure that you understand, because Allah saying subhanahu wa ta'ala, whatever that prophet had allowed you, had teach you to do, run to do. Whatever he forbid you from, run away from it. So the Prophet ﷺ didn't left that ayat closed like that. So he said, anything that it makes you drunk, liquid or other kinds, it is forbidden and it is haram. Anything. Now we understand, inshallah. Later, don't say to me, I'm not drinking, I'm just using drugs. I didn't see any ayat, don't use a drug. Yeah, there's that kind of foolish people around. There is more foolish than that. One day, I was traveling with this sheikh, another sheikh, to somewhere, and he was in my car. And we were going to travel from New York all the way to North Carolina. And sometimes later in New Jersey Turnpike, he just took out a cigarette in the car and he put it in his mouth. I said to him, don't you dare putting that on. He said, Sheikh, we're traveling a long time. I'm going to smoke. I said, you're not going to smoke, not in my car. He said, you mean I'm going to go all the way down without the smoking? I said, no, you don't have to. I can just drop you right here next to the highway and smoke much as you want. Stay there. You don't have to continue. So he's understanding the seriousness, how serious I am. Because first he tried every side. You see, it's not working, and he knows I'm going to stop the car right in the highway. I'm going to tell him, get out if you put the cigarette. Then he started talking back and forth with me about the cigarette. That is not haram, and this is a sheikh. So how can you understand the murids in these days that they are smoking cigarette? They like that kind of sheikhs. They run to get the fatwa from those sheikhs. That's why they don't like my kind of sheikh saying, this one making haram everything. This is the only enjoyment we have, taking the private part of shaitan, putting in our mouth and enjoying it. And this sheikh is making it haram. It's worse than haram. Now, that part too. Because with liquor, you can only damage your own self. With cigarette, you damage others too. That's worse than the haram. So now, this sheikh is going back and forth. And I said to him, why are you standing and you're arguing about this? So you're following Rufai Tariqa, right? He said, yes. I said, did Ahmed Rufai was smoking? He goes to me, well, I didn't see him. I wasn't there. You see, look at the arrogance now. You talk about Ahmed Rufai, all the time. But when it comes to the forbidden action, you didn't see him if he was smoking or not. That is shaitan. And that is a crime too. Doesn't matter if you are a sheikh there too. Then I said to him, one more step ahead, and I said to him, well, let me ask you a question. Did you ever read a hadith sharif that the Holy Prophet was smoking? You know what he says to him? Shaitan has continuous authority on some people. He says to me, I have never read a hadith that the Prophet wasn't smoking. How was it? I said to him, I stop here talking to you now. Not a single word anymore to you. But just one more word. Don't put cigarette in your mouth. When I make a stop over in the toilet time, you go into toilet and smoke there. When I come back to the car, I'll tell you 10 minutes. If you are not there, I'm just going to continue because I know that you're spending time with cigarette. So, that worked, alhamdulillah. But look how shaitan is dragging the man from where to where. You lost your faith that time. The faith, it is not in the heart that time. And as Holy Prophet is saying, the kufr and the faith both cannot stay in the same heart at the same time. When you are committing the kufr is the wrong action, forbidden action. When you are committing that action, when you are committing that haram action, at that time faith comes out from your heart and it circles on top of your head. It is not in your heart that time because the kufr is there. You are committing the wrong action, haram action. Until you regret and you ask forgiveness, the faith doesn't go back in. If you die during that time, when the faith is out of the heart, and if you die during that time, you die in the kufr station. No matter what you did up till that time, everything will be rising off. You will die as of jahiliyyah death, meaning in kufr. You lost everything. So how brave you are, mashallah. I am shivering so many times when I see small things, and I said, these small things, if I am doing, and what will happen if I die during this minute? So I said, no, it's better not to do it. It is a question also. It's not open halal or haram, but I say it's better not to do it because I cannot take this chance. If 1 minute time and I'm doing the wrong and Azrael comes to me, I lose everything. I lose dunya and I lose akhirat. Are you understanding the seriousness of the faith? Are you understanding the reality of the faith? Are you understanding the value of the shahadat? Or are you still in ghaflat? We're coming back to ghaflat now. So if the person is doing that action, that is forbidden, it is haram, and next day he wakes up and he asks forgiveness, the faith comes back to the heart. But Allah and His Prophet saying, you're going to pray 30 days, your prayers is not counted as a prayer. You will not be rewarded for the prayers. But you're going to continue to pray. Because that liquor that you just enter in your bloodlines, and it takes 30 days to clean up the whole body again. The whole blood, it takes 30 days to clean up. So 30 days, your prayers are not accepted, but you're still going to pray. So, that how dangerous it is, but it's still there is way out from that, saying you're asking forgiveness, and Allah is forgiving you, and you wake up next day. But the ghaflat station, heedlessness that the man is in it, it is another drunkening station. That is not aware of what's happening surrounding him, what's happening with him, what is he has to do, what is that duties that he has to understand to complete in this life. That is ghaflat. That is ghaflat. There's so many people, they are in that ghaflat, and they will not wake up until angel of death appears front of them. And if the angel of death appears front of you, and you are living a ghaflat life, no way that you're going to be able to save your faith that time, because shaitan and so many other creatures comes around you too that time to fool you. It appears in different forms to you. How do you know, Sheikh? Did you die yet? And you know? You will know when you're going to die. When the angel of death is going to come to you, you're going to understand what I'm saying to you now. If you want, wait up till that time. But that's what is happening, because shaitan is coming, appearing to you through different forms, through your loved ones' forms, trying to take that faith away from you, trying not to make you busy with shahadat, to be busy with so many other things, thinking long desires again, running to doctors, pinning, hoping, da 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 da. Before you know, if the order came to the spirit, leave that body, not one doctor, whole doctors in this world, they cannot cure you. You're going to go. Your time is up in dunya. No man, no angel, no creature can help you that time. Because Azrael does not let any angels or anything else to interfere to his job. He is very tough and rough on that matter. If Jibril comes to help you, saying to Jibril, know your distance. I have the power to take your life. And that's what is going to happen. In the end, when everyone, Allah is ordering, when Mahdi is coming, Isa is coming, alayhi salam, and the world becomes paradise, then people, they turn back to their arrogance when Isa alayhi salam passed from this world, and they start doing so many wrong things. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opening one wind from paradise, just a drop of like a needle hole, and that wind comes spreading everywhere. All those believers that they are believing, smelling that, and going out from this world, falling down. And that time, the Abdals, Rijal Allah, all the Awliya Allah, they go around collecting those ones' bodies, preparing and burying them. It will be no single man living on earth saying Allah. So the Qiyamah, it happens on top of their head. Those days are ahead, front of us. It isn't past yet. It is in the front of us. That's why I'm very paranoid looking at people still being in ghaflat. That means either you are not believing these sohbats, these realities, or you have lost your faith. There is no other way. You don't really care. So there is big danger waiting for people. Front of them, those who's in awakening station, not with the ones who's ghaflat. Nice thing. Not the ones that they are in ghaflat. No. The ones that was in awakening station now, they are very fearful from the events that is going to happen. Front of them. And you are in it. You are in it. Don't think that you are hearing in internet some saying Mahdi is coming 500 years later, or some is planning to build University of Allah to teach people 500 years later, or some, they're going to be surprised too. What is happening now? They will be surprised. Even Dajjal will be surprised. Is still in ghaflat, and good sleepings to you. Continue that way, if you like. The mercy and the rahmat and the love will be taking away from those hearts that they are crying for you right now. They are screaming to you right now because of the mercy and because of rahmat, because they are worrying for you. That time, they're not going to. They're going to say, this one is another disobedient creature to Allah. So, hell with him. Finish. Doesn't matter how close. If it's his own mother, if it's his own child, if it doesn't matter. That time, mercy and the rahmat and the love will be taken, and will be completely stranger to that one. That's how it's going to be. We reach to those days. So wake up to yourself, get up from that heedless station, and whatever it takes, wake yourself up from that heedless station. If it's necessary punching yourself, punch yourself. If it's necessary to going under the shower, opening the hot water on top of your head, do it. If it's necessary to dive inside the cold water, do it. Whatever it takes, do it to wake up, because only you can wake yourself up from the ghaflat station. The leaders of Islam, they will just tell you, you're going to wake yourself up, nobody else. So the second drunkenness is the ghaflat, which is worse than the first drunkenness. That is mentioned opening, saying to you, don't drink, it is haram. Ghaflat is haram too. To a believer, ghaflat is haram. Now, you're going to ask, Sheikh, which ayat saying this? Go and look for it all your life now if you want. Believer is that one who's watching and preparing himself for his Lord. Believer is that one. What he's doing, what he's trying to do, he is connected with his Lord and is saying, does this fit to my Lord? My Lord is just watching me right now. Is he happy with me? I am doing this action? Say that to yourself. My Lord is watching me right now. Is he happy with me drinking? My Lord is watching me right now. My prayer just finished. Prayer time just finished and I'm not praying. Is he happy with me now? My Lord is watching. Right now he's watching. Is he happy with me? I'm putting a cigarette in my mouth. Is he happy with me? Watch. If he is, do it. If he is not, don't do it. You don't need to read books. No, you don't need to read too many books. You don't need to have somebody giving you advice every little action that you're going to do. Ask yourself this. Say, I'm doing this action. Does it fit to present to my Lord? He is watching me right now. Say, am I going to be able to do this in the judgment day in front of everybody? In front of my Lord too? If you're going to, if you like it, do it. We have no word to that. If you don't like it, stop. Because that's exactly what is registering. Maybe nobody's seeing, but the angels are seeing first. There is two angels standing, accompanying every one of you. One on the right, one on the left. 24 hours. 24 hours they are with you. 24 hours actions and intentions are writing in that book. The right one writes the good deeds. The left one writes the bad deeds. When you're making intention to run to do the wrong action, the angels notify you some way, somehow, that this is a wrong action. Some feeling comes to you that it's wrong. You feel difficult. You feel tight. You feel guilty. So many times people in these days, they feel guilty, but they try to cover their guiltiness and start screaming to others. No. You feel all this. Your heart is speaking to you, but you put the cover and you seal it, and you don't want to hear the heart anymore because your ego takes over. That time you run to do it, yes. Otherwise, you cannot. Even if you did that action, now everywhere in Islam, there is a leadership. It is not a democracy, voting and choosing. Allah appointed that. And in the angels, There's two angels. One of them is a leader to the other one. One of them has to do things under the order of the other one's authority. So the left one is under the authority of the right one, who's writing the good deeds. And when you commit the wrong action, the left one is asking to the right angel, saying, can I keep this in the record right now? The angel on the right saying, no, wait 1 hour. 1 hour passes, you don't ask forgiveness. The left one asking again to the right one, saying, the 1 hour pass, can I keep this record? Saying, no, wait 2 hours. 2 hours later, wait 3 hours. Wait 4 hours. Wait 5 hours. Wait 6 hours. On the 7th hour, right side angel saying, this one is complete hitless, gaflet. Write it. What that angel is writing now, no man and no authority can change that. But you made that writing with your own willpower, with your own intention. You made that action, and you didn't ask forgiveness during those 7 hours, and you write it. Now you face that front of the judgment day. Judgment day, you come. Leave the grave, leave the Beka world, leave from the grave going to the judgment place, leave all those difficulties, those complete difficulties, but you're going to reach the judgment place. That is the time that you're going to suffer the worst. Yeah. So this is real. If you like it, take it. If you like it, there is so many other authorities in Islam today, claim authorities, that they are saying, there is no judgment day, there is no grave. Why are you fearing people saying, some people, they just go, these are very high authorities, appointed by governments, saying, this lady called me up and she was crying, thinking that she's going to have a grave problem. And I told her, there's no such a thing like that. Don't believe anybody. There will be no punishment in the grave. There will be nothing. This is a very high authority in Islam, this kind of people. There is so many of them today. So many of them appearing everywhere today, saying, there is no surat. You're not going to pass through surat. There is no, all these things that they are saying, all these things that you just heard from me. It is the Hadith Sharif of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Does people experience it? Oh, so many they have experienced that. So many they are seeing that front of them. So many they are looking into the grave and they can tell you what's the situation of that one in the grave. They don't need special equipment to see. They already have it. So wake up to yourself and ask forgiveness from the ghaflat that you are in, and what you're preparing to do wrong, turn around. You may be rewarded for that because you turn around. If not, don't forget, while you are doing that action, don't forget Allah is watching you. His Prophet may be watching you. Awliya Allah has the right to watch you. Angels definitely watching you. In reality, whole world is watching you, but you are in ghaflat, you not see. Worlds are watching. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opening that door, everything is watching. Only you can shut that door in the areas that is private. When you are doing halal, then you shut that door. Even angels is forbidden to them to watch you that time. But if it's haram action, it is open to everyone. So, maybe you didn't know this before, now you heard. Doesn't matter if you believe or not. If you believe, you're going to find it for yourself. If you don't, I am responsible from these words. You have the right in the judgment day to stand in front of me, to question me, to hold me by the neck. I have a lot to give to you that time. But believe me, I will not put my neck under the fire for none of you. I will not break the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for no other creature on this face of earth now. Ve minallahu tevfik ve hürmetil habib ve hürmetil fatiha. Amin. Okay. As you like. Do you have any questions?